You know what was so sad and pathetic about Chapman yesterday?
What?
Not him. The celebration scene when the A's won. Was that not a sad and pathetic scene for the sport of baseball, for Major League Baseball?
Little League game.
Are we still in the majors? I'm just wondering. Yesterday.
They aren't.
Did you see the Romy Gonzalez thing the night before when he hurt his knee? You have to walk from left field to get to the clubhouse. So in the middle of the innings, he had to walk out there and limp all the way to the clubhouse.
It was horrible. It's all of it. The whole series in that ballpark. It's an effing joke.
We're expanding Major League Baseball?
Thank you. Thank you. How are we expanding when you have this going on within the sport? And I know they're building the stadium in Vegas, which, based on the latest photos, they have not done anything there.
It's minimum 2 more seasons there.
They have not put a shovel in the ground yet.
Well, they leveled the Trop, right? That's already down.
Yeah, it's gone. So
Okay.
it's just a dirt lot. I saw a picture of it that was posted maybe a day or two ago.
You like the location?
I think
It's like right across from the Luxor. Like
It's
right
in a
there,
great
man.
spot, but I think I don't know that there's enough space there to put it there, but they're going to wedge that thing in there.
Stuff it in there.
Yeah.
Is there a chance they could go back to Oakland
No.
I don't think so.
for like the meantime? Because this is
Look at this
pathetic.
walk off. I look at right field. I'm like, oh, are those do you get a ticket to go to the barbecue out in right field? You know how they used to do that in like Paw
No,
Sox?
that's just some dude's
remember that?
backyard.
Yeah.
Like, oh, do you get the free hot dogs and free sodas all game if you sit on the grass? This is pathetic. Side topic. Side topic to the Red Sox losing.
Well, not really, because
You know what I'm finding? I'm finding it's hard to get upset about anything the Red Sox do right now.
Yeah.
Because I feel they're in. And
Yeah.
I don't feel that's at risk. And
They're
I know that for the Red Sox to have a fighting chance to get through to the DS, they need to probably be the first wild card. They do.
That's what bothered me about yesterday. The Blue Jays and Yankees lost. You win that game yesterday, you would be holding the first wild card going into this Yankee series where it's Giolito, Bayo, Crochet. You're throwing your best arms at them.
and I looked it up yesterday. I was just telling Milliken. I did a little research on Baseball Reference. Do you know what their record is in games where they have a chance to sweep?
I think it's bad. I think it's really bad.
Obviously, the way he phrased that.
It's either 7-7 or 6-7. I can't remember what it was, but it's not good.
I thought it would be worse.
Me too.
Now, can you tell me the ones that they lost? Do you have the record of who the losses are against? Because this one bothers me.
I could go do it again.
Yeah, this is what I think feels worse about it is the opponents.
They have given up a lot of runs too.
The opponents they've done it against. You have a chance to sweep the A's, you can't finish them off.
Yeah.
You just had it against the Guardians where you essentially
Yes.
punted on a bullpen game in the series finale.
This felt like a punt too.
Why? Because Peyton Tolley only went 2 innings?
Yeah,
Feel the
'cause
same way?
I feel like any game where you have a plan for a pitcher going into the game is a punt.
Should Peyton Tolley go back?
I think expecting
Probably.
him to go through a lineup multiple times right now, I'm just not confident. You saw yesterday, it's very four-seamer and cutter heavy. The cutter's the only secondary he really feels comfortable throwing, and he's throwing those 2 pitches 85% of the time in total. If you're going to try and survive like that, you need to have pinpoint command. He does not have pinpoint command right now.
Should he go to the bullpen?
I think that's what they were trying yesterday. It was his first time working on 4 days rest in his entire professional career.
Crazy to me.
But still, he got smoked. And Nick Kurtz, who took him deep, who's been unreal, he's going to win Rookie of the Year. That's not a guy who hits lefties well. It's a 6'11 OPS against lefties this year. Shea Langoliers, he mashes lefties. That's what that guy does. But you're seeing it. Cutter, four-seamer, if those are the only things you're confident in, you can't leave him middle, and teams are ready to jump on him. It's just like the D-backs start. And yeah, he got squeezed a couple times. I still wasn't feeling super confident in him overall in those 2 innings. They didn't even try to push him for the third.
I like what you said there. That should go to bullpen.
Oh, I think in the
That guy
playoffs,
with that size, that speed, coming out, yeah.
I think that should have always been the plan,
weapon.
which is he can help you in September, and then you can move him to the bullpen in the playoffs. But right now, I think he's got some things to work out. So they've got to work him out. This is a test for Craig Breslow and his pitching staff and Andrew Bailey. Let's see it, guys. Here's a challenge.
Do you guys think it's unfair to pencil in Connelly early right now as your Game 4 starter if you need one? Because the first time you'll need one, Beetle, if you play all 3 games of the wild card round, Game 1 of the ALDS, Garrett Crochet will not be ready to pitch unless he's going to do it on 3 days rest.
That's a big spot for a kid that had, what,
That is-
6 starts
I don't
in
know,
Worcester?
man. I don't know, man. I kind of recency bias. I mean, hard
Okay,
not to like him.
But couldn't we have said the same thing about Tolley a couple weeks ago?
There's a big difference, though, and this is it. Peyton Tolley faced the worst offense in all of baseball in the Pirates. The A's are top 7 in OPS in the entire sport. Isn't that a massive difference when you look at the
Yes.
level of competition? When you're talking Sacramento, which in terms of park factor is the most hitter-friendly environment
here we go
besides
again,
Coors
baby.
Field. Like, that's what makes what Connelly early did even more impressive. And what's the biggest difference between Early and Tolley right now? It's the secondaries.
Yes,
That's
without
it.
a doubt. I mean,
Multiple times through a lineup.
without a doubt. I mean,
I went back and looked it up again about that sweep thing.
yeah.
5 of their last 6 attempts they've lost.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
They've scored 3 runs, 3 runs, 2 runs, 3 runs, 1 run, 4 runs.
There you go. Can't hit. Can't hit. You can't win. Harry's in the car. What's up, Harry?
Hey, how are you guys?
Good.
Great show. But so
Yes,
you
sir.
remind me so much of Gino Capoletti when you do the commentary for the Pats. You do the greatest. You go from
Wow.
a serious commentator to a fan. Ooh, great. But
I
Beatles,
appreciate that. I don't think you had
got-
two different guys. More different guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Gino was great. His delivery.
But-
It was great working with those guys. But go ahead.
But anyways, Beetle, you got punked by Rafael Devers. I'll give you an example. You got punked. I would have taken a bag of balls for him because I can remember he didn't play in a single spring training game, and then you and that Milliken, and so you went along. You're a nice guy. You went along with it. You said, "Oh, how come they didn't talk to him about Bregman?" Well, why would they talk to him? He don't talk to nobody unless he has an interpreter with him. Come on, that guy. He never, ever, I don't think, with the Sox hit over 40 home runs. Now he's going to hit 40 home runs for the Giants, and they're going to miss the wild card by 4 games, and we might win the division. Thanks a lot, Rafi. See you later. You guys have a nice day. You do a great job. Thanks.
He's not going to hit 40 home runs. What's he talking about? He's at 31 right now. He's not going to hit 40 home runs this season, but he has hit 16 since he got traded.
He's been hot, too.
Yeah.
You also don't factor in the entire thing here that the Red Sox are tied for the MLB lead in ERA overall, dating back to June 8th, which when that 5-game winning streak right before Rafael Devers got traded became a 6-game winning streak the day after in Seattle. They've been pitching their ass off this entire time, and it started before he got dealt. And then you bring in Roman Anthony, who essentially replaced Rafael Devers in the lineup. Yeah, that's awesome. They've been a mediocre offense going back to the All-Star break. If you had Rafael Devers in this lineup, you're not having the same conversations about how you're surviving without Roman Anthony. Instead, you're saying the Red Sox are a real World Series contender in the AL and could go head-to-head with any offense they're going to go up against, and their ceiling is as high as any of these other teams. Instead, now we're saying, can you survive the wild card round until Roman Anthony gets back? People want to do revisionist history on all this stuff. You were winning games when Rafael Devers was here. What changed? He was a top 5 hitter in terms of OPS from April 1st to the day he was traded.
Brilliant.
He was mashing. He was doing his damn job.
No kidding. He's going to 3,100 guy again, by the way. Every full season Rafi Devers has played, he's a 3,100 guy. Every single one. Without a doubt. The years he's had injuries in IL stints, he hasn't reached it. But every healthy season that he's played the whole year, I think this is the 4th one, without missing time at all, he's 3,100. He's had other years where he went on, he missed 20 games in a season, and he was very close. There's one in there where he's really close. I think he had 88 one year. He's a 3,100 guy. Lock him in. If he's playing, he's unbelievable. Always. Like, trying to tell me that Rafi Devers is not a good player or not a good hitter, you're wasting your time.
Be a nice bat to have.
It's
Huh?
just a waste of time.
It's
don't
also-
waste my time with that.
The idea, Rafael Devers and his agent checked out. It's been reported multiple times and spoke to the Red Sox, who told him again and again, and this is what he goes back to where he felt betrayed, that there was nothing to worry about. The rumors you were hearing about Bregman were not true. Then he showed up to spring training and spent a month there before they signed Alex Bregman, went home for his daughter's birthday, and when he came back, all of a sudden Alex Bregman was on the team. You'd be pretty surprised, too. He was down there for a month with the organization, and they continue to tell him everything you were hearing was crap. Stop rewriting history. Stop acting like he didn't ask or check in. All those things. No one made Craig Breslow in September at the end of last year go out and say, oh, Rafael Devers made great strides and we're happy with what he did defensively. Nobody made him do that. We knew from the moment they missed out on Juan Soto, and Jen McCaffrey's reported it. It's been in different spots. Plan A was Alex Bregman and plan B was Nolan Arenado. It was going to be one of those two. What's the same thing they have in common? They were going to play third base. They weren't willing to communicate the real message, and neither was Alex Cora. You know why? Because he was trying to go get his guy and prove it to Craig Breslow that he wanted Bregman. It's just so much revisionist history. So many people trying to run with opposite crap. They've been pitching their ass off as good as any team in the sport for multiple months. That's what this team was built on, and that's what turned their season around. It wasn't trading Rafael Devers.
I imagine that you were called the nice guy on that call. You're doing the dirty work, the heavy lifting here, Milliken. God bless you.
It's just, and I didn't experience it. You guys lived it. But when people talk about the Nomar trade and like everything flipped that day and that wasn't actually the case.
Wasn't
like,
actually the case.
Go look at the context of what the season was. It's easy to draw these narratives and do these things from before just to say, oh, look, the season turned around. No, if you were watching them when it happened, you understand the actual timeline of events.
But also, like the Nomar issues in the clubhouse were well documented.
Yes.
Well documented. That was a no doubter.
The only thing we have on Rafael Devers was that he wore headphones and wasn't as talkative to people. Think about it. The organization that is slandered so badly, anyone who is left here and willing to leak things, what leak have we got on Rafael Devers? Because the only leak we got was a fake Christian Campbell report that he was mad at him when Campbell offered to play first, and Christian Campbell himself came out and said, that's crap, don't believe that. And the last month, David Hamilton has come out and talked about how much Rafael Devers was there for him anytime he needed him in his career. Mike Yastrzemski, traded to the Royals, did the same damn thing. They weren't even on the same team anymore, and he went and spoke out for him. And what has Rafael Devers done in San Francisco? Picked up first base and has played it. Went to third base when Matt Chapman got ejected a week ago and handled it. He felt disrespected. And you know why? Because you called them your franchise player and all these things, and you couldn't even be straightforward with them. You couldn't even tell him what the actual truth was. Instead, you played this PR game saying he was a great third baseman and all this stuff. And you wonder why he was mad after being at camp for a month.
What wonderful passion you have today. Hell yes.
I'd put that on tape.
Put
Make
that
like a
on the
tape out of that,
TikTok
buddy.
thing we do.
Yeah.
Woo.
See what happens when you get dressed up? Cleaned up?
Milliken going to a rehearsal dinner tonight.
Feeling good.
Rehearsal
What do you
dinner
eat?
by night and hot takes by day. That's what it is for Milliken today. Woo! Could feel the heat through that glass. Hell yeah.